Hello boxing fans, this is Sports Daylight. But before we start, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for future sports news. Today we are going to talk about the highest grossing pay-per-view boxing matches of all time. Pay-per-view boxing has been around since Muhammad Ali took on Joe Frazier in the classic Thrilla in Manila, back in 1975. It's become second nature over the years to air the biggest fights on this platform as it rakes in millions of dollars for each event. This list deals with the top 5 pay-per-view boxing matches of all time ranked on the revenue generated. There have been a few instances where fights broke into the top 5 on actual buys, but didn't crack the list because they were sold at a lower price. These are the top 5 highest grossing PPV boxing matches based on US sales. So let's get started. At number 5, Mike Tyson vs. Lennox Lewis. 5 years after the bite fight against Holyfield, Tyson faced off against reigning WBC, IBF, IBO and lineal heavyweight champ Lennox Lewis of England. Tyson had gone on a rampage in a pre-fight press conference and the bout ended up in Memphis, Tennessee on June 8. It was originally scheduled for April in Las Vegas, but that town's commission didn't want anything to do with Tyson after his antics at the press conference. The contest racked up $112 million with 1.97 million pay-per-view buys and was the highest grossing boxing match at the time. Lewis 39-2-1, decked the bloodied and battered Tyson 49-3, twice in the 8th round and the fight was halted with 35 seconds to go in the stanza. Ring Magazine named it as 2002's Knockout of the Year. At number 4. Floyd Mayweather Jr. vs. Oscar de la Hoya. In today's era, with most boxing matches being sold for about $100 a pop, the 37-0 Floyd Mayweather vs. 38-4 Oscar de la Hoya tilt would definitely be higher on this list. The fight went for $55 and pulled in 2.48 million buys for a revenue of $136 million. It took place on May 5, 2007 at Las Vegas MGM Grand Garden Arena, and De La Hoya was the star attraction back then as he was the WBC junior middleweight champion. He also took home $52 million compared to $25 million for Mayweather. The fight sold out in 3 hours and the live gate of $19 million was a new record for a boxing match. The scrap was a close, spirited affair which resulted in a split decision win for Mayweather by scores of 115-113, 116-112 and 113-115. A rematch was in the cards, but De La Hoya ended up retiring in 2009. At number 3. Floyd Mayweather Jr. vs. Saul Canelo Alvarez. Saul Canelo Alvarez of Mexico was seen by many to be the heir apparent to Floyd Mayweather and believed the torch would be passed to him when they met on September 24, 2013 in Las Vegas. Although Alvarez was just 23 years old, he had already fought 43 times as a pro and like Mayweather he was unbeaten. Alvarez was 42-0-1 at the time while Mayweather was 44-0 and the bout was billed as Who's the One. Canelo's WBA and WBC junior middleweight titles were on the line and he lost them by a majority decision, with the scores being 116-112 and 117-11 for Mayweather, along with a controversial 114-114 draw. The fight made $150 million from 2.2 million buys and Mayweather was paid $41.5 million before his percentage of PPV sales. At number 2. Floyd Mayweather Jr. vs. Conor McGregor. While many believe the Floyd Mayweather vs. Conor McGregor battle of August 26, 2017 would top this list, Showtime released a statement on December 14 which said it had 4.3 million buys. It also sold over 1 million more in the UK to set a new record in that nation, and the live gate at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas was $55,414,865.79. Mayweather was trying to up his unbeaten record to 50-0 while mixed martial artist McGregor of the UFC was boxing for the first time as a pro. McGregor of Dublin, Ireland outboxed Mayweather early on, but ran out of gas before being stopped in the 10th round. The exact revenue wasn't announced, but the fight was sold for the same price as Mayweather vs. Pacquiao and had 300,000 fewer buys. However, Mayweather's final cut will be about $300 million, with McGregor's being approximately $100 million. Top 1 in the list is between Floyd Mayweather Jr. vs. Manny Pacquiao. When it comes to the highest grossing pay-per-view event and boxing match of all time, then Floyd Mayweather vs. Manny Pacquiao is the king of the ring. The contest was held May 2, 2015 at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas and resulted in 4.6 million buys for a revenue of $410 million, with the live gate being $72 million. Pacquiao of the Philippines entered the ring at 57-5-2 and fought with an injured shoulder. He dropped a unanimous decision by scores of 116-112, 116-112 and 117-111, and Mayweather went to 48-0 with the win as he took Pacquiao's WBO welterweight title. The fight was a long time in the making and ended up being a bit of a disappointment due to Pacquiao's injury and Mayweather's defensive style. In total, it's believed the fight grossed well over $600 million, with the exact purses for each boxer being debatable. Let's just put it this way, they each earned an obscene amount of money. Trivia. Did you know that Manny "Pac-Man" Pacquiao is the only boxer in the history who became 8-division world champion? Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe to our channel.